Welcome. Today, we're diving into the world of critical thinking and how you can implement practical tools to enhance your decision making. Critical thinking isn't just about being skeptical, it's about analyzing information, questioning assumptions, and making reasoned judgments. Whether you're a student, professional, or lifelong learner, mastering these skills can transform the way you approach challenges. In this video, we'll explore essential tools and techniques that can help you think more clearly, solve problems efficiently, and communicate your ideas with confidence. Let's get started on this journey to smarter thinking together. Critical thinking is the ability to objectively analyze and evaluate an issue to form a judgment. It involves gathering information, assessing its credibility, and considering different perspectives before reaching a conclusion. This skill is crucial in today's information-rich world, where we're constantly bombarded with data, opinions, and arguments. By understanding what critical thinking truly means, you can start to recognize its value in everyday life, from making personal decisions to solving complex problems at work. Let's break down the core components of critical thinking and see how they fit together. Why is critical thinking so important? In a world filled with misinformation, quick judgments, and emotional reactions, the ability to think critically helps you make better decisions. It allows you to separate facts from opinions, identify biases, and avoid common pitfalls like groupthink. Whether you're evaluating news articles, making business choices, or navigating personal relationships, critical thinking empowers you to approach situations with clarity and confidence. By honing this skill, you'll not only improve your problem-solving abilities but also become a more effective communicator and leader. One of the most powerful tools for critical thinking is the Socratic method. This technique involves asking a series of open-ended questions to stimulate deeper thought and uncover underlying assumptions. By challenging yourself and others to explain their reasoning, you can reveal gaps in logic and encourage more thoughtful discussion. The Socratic method is especially useful in group settings, where it can help facilitate meaningful dialogue and promote collaborative problem-solving. Let's see how you can apply this tool in your daily life. Use the Socratic method. Start by asking questions like, "Why do you think that?" or "What evidence supports this idea?" This approach encourages people to think beyond surface-level answers and consider the reasoning behind their beliefs. It's not about winning an argument, but about fostering understanding and uncovering the truth. Practice this method in conversations with friends, colleagues, or even when reflecting on your own thoughts. Over time, you'll find that your ability to analyze and evaluate information improves significantly. Mind mapping is a visual tool that helps organize your thoughts and ideas. By creating a diagram that connects related concepts, you can see the bigger picture and identify patterns or gaps in your understanding. Start with a central idea and branch out with related topics, questions, or solutions. Mind maps are especially helpful when brainstorming, planning projects, or studying complex subjects. They make it easier to break down information and develop creative solutions to problems. To create a mind map, start with a blank page and write your main topic in the center. Draw branches for related ideas and add sub-branches for supporting details or questions. Use colors, symbols, or images to make your map more engaging and memorable. This process not only helps you organize information but also stimulates creative thinking. Mind mapping is a flexible tool that can be adapted to any subject or problem, making it a valuable addition to your critical thinking toolkit. SWOT analysis is a structured method for evaluating the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats related to a decision or project. By systematically examining these four areas, you can gain a balanced perspective and make more informed choices. This tool is widely used in business, but it's also helpful for personal decisions such as career planning or problem solving. Let's explore how to conduct a SWOT analysis and why it's so effective. Perform a SWOT analysis. Draw a grid with 4 sections labeled strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. List relevant factors in each category, considering both internal and external influences. This process helps you identify what's working, what needs improvement, and where potential risks or advantages lie. By visualizing these elements, you can develop strategies that leverage your strengths and address your weaknesses, leading to better outcomes. 5 Whys technique is a simple yet powerful tool for getting to the root cause of a problem. By repeatedly asking why, typically 5 times, you can peel back the layers of symptoms and uncover the underlying issue. This method is especially useful in troubleshooting, quality improvement, and process analysis. Let's see how you can apply the 5 Whys technique in your own problem-solving efforts. Use the 5 Whys technique. Start with a problem statement and ask, "Why did this happen?" Write down the answer, then ask why, again based on that response. Continue this process until you reach the root cause. This approach helps you move beyond surface-level explanations and address the real issues at hand. It's a straightforward tool that can be used individually or in teams to drive continuous improvement. Classic tool for critical thinking is the pros and cons list. By listing the advantages and disadvantages of a decision, you can weigh your options more objectively. This simple technique helps clarify your thoughts, highlight potential trade-offs, and prevent impulsive choices. Whether you're deciding on a job offer, making a purchase, or choosing a course of action, a pros and cons list can guide you toward a more balanced decision. Create a pros and cons list. Simply draw a line down the center of a page. Label one side pros and the other cons. List all the positive and negative aspects of your decision. Review each point carefully, considering its importance and impact. This process not only organizes your thoughts but also reveals hidden factors that might influence your choice. It's a straightforward yet effective way to approach complex decisions. Distinguishing between fact and opinion is a fundamental critical thinking skill. Facts are objective statements that can be proven true or false, while opinions are personal beliefs or interpretations. Being able to separate the two helps you evaluate information more accurately and avoid being misled by persuasive language or biased sources. Let's look at how you can practice this essential skill. You encounter a statement, ask yourself, is this something that can be verified? If so, it's likely a fact. If it reflects someone's beliefs or feelings, it's an opinion. Practice this skill by analyzing news articles, advertisements, or everyday conversations. Over time, you'll become more adept at spotting the difference, which will help you make more informed decisions and avoid falling for misinformation. Argument mapping is a technique for visually representing the structure of an argument. By diagramming the main claims, supporting evidence, and counterarguments, you can better understand the logic and identify any weaknesses or fallacies. This tool is especially useful for analyzing complex debates, writing essays, or preparing for discussions. Let's explore how argument mapping can sharpen your critical thinking skills. Create an argument map. Start by writing the main claim at the top. Below it, add branches for supporting reasons and evidence. Include counterarguments and rebuttals as additional branches. Use arrows or lines to show the relationships between different points. This visual approach makes it easier to spot logical gaps, unsupported claims, or circular reasoning. Argument mapping is a valuable tool for anyone who wants to think more clearly and communicate more persuasively. Lateral thinking is about approaching problems from new and unexpected angles. Instead of following traditional step-by-step logic, lateral thinking encourages creativity and innovation. This tool is especially useful when you're stuck or facing challenges that don't have obvious solutions. By breaking out of habitual thought patterns, you can discover fresh perspectives and generate original ideas. Practice lateral thinking. Try brainstorming unusual solutions, challenging assumptions, or using analogies from unrelated fields. For example, if you're trying to improve a process at work, ask yourself how a chef or an artist might approach the problem. This technique helps you break free from conventional thinking and unlock new possibilities. Lateral thinking is a skill that improves with practice, so don't be afraid to experiment and take creative risks. 6 Thinking Hats is a tool developed by Edward de Bono to encourage parallel thinking. Each hat represents a different perspective: facts white, emotions red, caution black, optimism yellow, creativity green, and process blue. By deliberately adopting each hat, you can explore all aspects of a problem and make more balanced decisions. Let's see how this method works in practice. Use the 6 thinking hats. Assign each hat to a specific way of thinking and take turns viewing the problem from each perspective. For example, start with the white hat to focus on facts, then switch to the red hat to consider emotions, and so on. This structured approach ensures that you don't overlook important factors and helps teams collaborate more effectively. It's a great way to generate comprehensive solutions and avoid tunnel vision. Decision trees are diagrams that help you visualize possible outcomes and choices. By mapping out each decision point and its potential consequences, you can anticipate risks, weigh alternatives, and make more informed choices. Decision trees are especially useful for complex decisions with multiple variables or uncertain outcomes. Let's look at how to create and use a decision tree. Build a decision tree. Start with your main decision at the top. Draw branches for each possible option and add further branches for the outcomes of those options. Continue branching out until you've covered all possible scenarios. This visual tool helps you see the full range of possibilities and evaluate the risks and rewards of each path. Decision trees are great for both personal and professional decision-making. Root cause analysis is a systematic approach to identifying the underlying causes of a problem. Instead of just treating symptoms, this tool helps you address the source of the issue, leading to more effective and lasting solutions. Techniques like the 5 whys and fishbone diagrams are commonly used in root cause analysis. Let's explore how this process works. Conduct a root cause analysis. Start by clearly defining the problem. Gather data and brainstorm possible causes. Use tools like the 5 whys or fishbone diagram to trace the problem back to its source. Once you've identified the root cause, develop and implement solutions to address it. This process not only solves the immediate issue but also helps prevent similar problems in the future. Cognitive biases are mental shortcuts that can lead to errors in thinking. Being aware of common biases like confirmation bias, anchoring, or availability bias helps you recognize when your judgment might be clouded. By understanding these pitfalls, you can take steps to minimize their impact and make more rational decisions. Let's discuss some of the most common cognitive biases. Some common cognitive biases include confirmation bias, favoring information that supports your beliefs; anchoring, relying too heavily on the first piece of information; and availability bias, overestimating the importance of information that comes to mind easily. By learning to spot these biases in yourself and others, you can make more balanced and objective decisions. Practice questioning your assumptions and seeking out diverse perspectives to counteract bias. Evidence-based reasoning means making decisions and forming beliefs based on reliable evidence, rather than intuition or hearsay. This approach involves gathering data, evaluating sources, and weighing the quality of evidence before drawing conclusions. It's a cornerstone of critical thinking and scientific inquiry. Let's see how you can apply evidence-based reasoning in your daily life. When faced with a decision, start by gathering relevant information from credible sources. Evaluate the quality and reliability of the evidence, considering factors like expertise, objectivity, and consistency. Compare different pieces of evidence and look for patterns or contradictions. This methodical approach helps you avoid jumping to conclusions and ensures that your decisions are grounded in facts, not assumption. Red teaming is a technique where you deliberately challenge your own ideas or plans by adopting an adversarial perspective. This approach helps identify weaknesses, anticipate objections, and strengthen your arguments. Red teaming is widely used in military, business, and cybersecurity contexts, but it's also valuable for personal decision-making. Let's explore how to use this tool. Use red teaming. Take on the role of a skeptic or competitor and critically examine your ideas or plans. Ask tough questions, look for flaws, and consider alternative viewpoints. This process helps you uncover blind spots and prepare for potential challenges. Red teaming can be done individually or as a group exercise, and it's a powerful way to improve the robustness of your decisions. Scenario planning is a method for anticipating and preparing for possible future events. By imagining different scenarios, both positive and negative, you can develop flexible strategies and reduce uncertainty. This tool is especially useful for organizations, but individuals can also use it to plan for career changes, financial decisions, or life transitions. Let's see how scenario planning works. Conduct scenario planning. Start by identifying key factors that could influence the future. Develop a range of plausible scenarios based on different combinations of these factors. For each scenario, consider the potential risks, opportunities, and strategies you might use. This process helps you prepare for uncertainty and make more resilient decisions both personally and professionally. Cost-benefit analysis is a systematic approach to comparing the costs and benefits of different options. By quantifying the potential gains and losses, you can make more rational and transparent decisions. This tool is widely used in business, government, and personal finance. Let's explore how to conduct a cost-benefit analysis. Perform a cost-benefit analysis. List all the potential costs and benefits associated with each option. Assign a value to each factor if possible and compare the totals. Consider both tangible and intangible factors such as time, money, reputation, or satisfaction. This process helps you make decisions that maximize benefits while minimizing costs, leading to better outcomes. Fishbone diagram, also known as the Ishikawa or cause and effect diagram, is a visual tool for identifying the root causes of a problem. By categorizing potential causes into branches, you can systematically analyze complex issues and develop targeted solutions. This tool is especially useful in quality management and process improvement. Use a fishbone diagram. Start by writing the problem statement at the head of the fish. Draw branches for major categories of causes such as people, processes, materials, or environment. Add sub-branches for specific factors within each category. This visual approach helps you organize information, identify patterns, and focus your problem-solving efforts where they'll have the most impact. Reverse brainstorming is a creative tool that involves identifying ways to cause or worsen a problem, rather than solve it. By thinking about how things could go wrong, you can uncover hidden risks and develop more effective solutions. This technique is especially useful for risk management and innovation. Use reverse brainstorming. Start by asking, how could we make this problem worse? List all the possible ways things could go wrong. Then reverse these ideas to find solutions or preventive measures. This approach helps you anticipate potential pitfalls and develop strategies to avoid them, making your problem-solving efforts more robust and comprehensive. The Bono's random entry is a creativity tool that involves introducing a random word or concept into your thinking process. This unexpected input can spark new ideas and help you break out of habitual thought patterns. It's a fun and effective way to stimulate creative problem-solving and generate fresh perspectives. Use the random entry tool. Select a random word from a book, dictionary, or online generator. Think about how this word relates to your problem or challenge. Use it as a starting point for brainstorming new ideas or solutions. This technique helps you make unexpected connections and discover innovative approaches you might not have considered otherwise. Checklists are practical tools for ensuring that you've considered all relevant factors in your decision-making process. A critical thinking checklist might include questions like, have I gathered enough evidence? Have I considered alternative viewpoints? Am I aware of my biases? Using checklists helps you stay organized and avoid overlooking important details. Create your own critical thinking checklist. List the key steps or questions you want to address whenever you face a decision or problem. Customize your checklist based on your needs and update it as you learn new tools or techniques. Having a checklist on hand makes it easier to apply critical thinking consistently and effectively in any situation. Implementing critical thinking tools isn't just about learning techniques, it's about making them a habit. Start by choosing one or two tools that resonate with you and practice using them in everyday situations. Over time, you'll find that your ability to analyze, evaluate, and solve problems improves. Remember, critical thinking is a skill that grows with practice and reflection. Congratulations on taking the first step toward becoming a more critical thinker. By exploring and practicing these tools, you're equipping yourself to tackle challenges with confidence and clarity. Remember, critical thinking is a lifelong journey. Keep learning, stay curious, and continue refining your skills. The more you practice, the more natural and effective your critical thinking will become. Thanks for joining us, and here to smarter, more thoughtful decisions ahead.